I'm done playing games, guys. If this video gets 100,000 likes, I will shave off my entire head. What's up, guys? It's Ed from TechSource, and welcome to Setup Wars episode 71, where you submit your desk setup to get featured on the channel. So if you guys want to participate, make sure to watch the video linked below. But ladies and gentlemen, without wasting any more time, let the Setup Wars begin. If you guys are shopping around for your next game, make sure to check out g2a.com because they have the cheapest CD keys available for pretty much any game. I'll drop a link to them down below if you want to check it out. As always, you guys can find the gear for everyone's setup linked below, but here are your 5 contestants for this week. We have Anthony, Emil, I think, Giovanni, John, and Mikhail, or Michael. I don't know if you forgot the E on purpose or what. But thank you and congratulations for making it on the show. Alright, so starting off the episode, we have a black and white setup from Anthony. So we have a 27-inch Samsung and a 27-inch BenQ monitor hooked up to the Wally monitor mount. At first, I thought the speakers were resting on the desk, but after looking at it a second time, it appears that he stuck them on the bottom of the monitors, probably using some Velcro or 3M tape, I would imagine. What a clever way to make use of the speakers on such a small surface. Job well done. So on the desk, we have the Corsair K70 RGB keyboard, Logitech G502 Proteus mouse on top of the white extended mouse pad from Glorious. I recognize that phone stand from anywhere. That's the same one that was featured in one of my Cool Tech episodes, and it's also the one I'm using in my personal desk setup. Good choice. I can't really see what you did with the cables because of the angle you took the pictures. Maybe you're just trying to hide them, but from what I can see, it's fairly clean. I also like how you kept your Corsair Void headset on a hanger off to the right side of your desk. I definitely love the consistency of the color scheme, and you managed to fill up the entire surface area of the desk without making it seem so cluttered. And finally, the PC that's powering this setup has a 4790K and an EVGA GTX 980. Once again, I applaud you for keeping with the color scheme. A very organized and clean setup, no doubt. Thank you, Anthony, for entering. I don't know where you guys get these paintings from, but I'm starting to see them pop up everywhere and I'm starting to like them. So Emil has two 27-inch Samsung curved monitors, a Corsair K70 keyboard, and SteelSeries mouse. We also have the SteelSeries Siberia headset off to the left side. Although there isn't much of color coordination present, Emil did a phenomenal job with the cable management. Everything is hooked up to the roof of the desk, and we have a cable wrap running all the way down to the PC, which by the way is running on a 4790K and a GTX 970. I can also see that you're a huge fan of LEDs. I mean, you got some behind your shelf, on the roof, on all 4 sides, and of course behind your monitors. The only thing I would modify from this setup is by maybe adding some Velcro to the back of those remotes and slapping them under your desk so that they are not visible when you are not using them. But overall, a very clean setup indeed. Thank you, Emil or Emil, I'm so sorry for butchering your name, for entering. Giovanni is next up with an all-white setup. Damn, that's clean. He's rocking the ever so popular 24-inch Asus monitor, and I was actually wondering where the mouse was, only to realize that he is left-handed. So both keyboard and mouse are from Logitech, and a few other things on the desk include the AKG Y50 headphones, a scanner, and an Xbox One controller. I really like the appearance of this desk, and it's actually a combination of the IKEA mom desk and a custom-made drawer from Giovanni. Great work with cable management. Looks like most of the cables are sitting in the rack and the rest are behind the PC. Giovanni has a gorgeous white PC build, rocking another 4790K. That's seriously like 3 in a row. And for the GPU, he's rocking an Asus Strix 960. Overall, I'm really digging the aesthetics of this setup. I think the wall shelves and the chair really bring everything together. Thank you, Giovanni, for entering. John is next up with a black and red triple Asus monitor setup. Now what's interesting here is that he's rocking a glass monitor riser without having the monitors actually on them. Instead, we have a bowl that's holding up some of his items. Now I'm not sure if this was here for aesthetic reasons, but it's definitely taking up majority of the space on the desk. In fact, I'm almost positive that's one of the reasons why he has his bass pulse speakers on the sides. I feel like he is forced to put everything near the edge of the desk because the riser is occupying most of the space. But I digress. Also on the desk we have the Cooler Master Devastator 2 combo, and below the desk we have 2 headsets resting on the anchor, the Logitech G230 and Skull Candy Crushers. By the way, props on mounting the USB hub on the roof as well as the 2 remotes for your LED strips. It does look like you record audio judging by the acoustic foams on the wall and the Blue Yeti blackout mic that's hooked up to a boom arm. I have no idea what that thing is on the left side of the desk, by the way. Is that supposed to be a lamp or something? There's definitely a lot going on in terms of cable management, but I'm happy to see that the wires are wrapped up together and routed alongside the roof of the desk. Finally, the PC that's powering the setup has a 6600K and an MSI GTX 1070 inside the Corsair Spec Alpha case. A very interesting but organized black and red setup. Thank you, John, for entering. Speaking of black and red, we have Mikhail with a simple ultra-wide monitor setup that's resting on what appears to be a different version of the Alex add-on unit. Sandwiching the monitors are a pair of Genius bookshelf speakers, and below that we have the Corsair K70 rapid-fire keyboard and Razer Naga Expert mouse sitting on top of the HyperX extended mousepad. In front of the desk is where the HyperX Cloud 2s are resting, and cable management is wow. I definitely like what you did with the backboard, running the wires through there like that. If you guys have a backboard, hooking up the power strip like this is much more effective because it's a lot easier to reach and plug things in compared to mounting it on the roof of the desk. But that PC though, now that's a very sick build. It's rocking a 6600K and two MSI GTX 970s in SLI. Now normally I don't recommend stuff for PCs and setup wars, but I do love this build so much that I want you to perfect it. Judging by the rest of the room, you seem to be a well organized and very clean person, and that makes me very happy to see. You know what I'm gonna do for you, Mikhail? I'm actually gonna toss in two of these custom MSI backplates since I have them laying around from previous builds. So if you want these, make sure to toss me an email and claim them. So that is it for this episode of Setup Wars. As always, make sure you guys drop your comments down below and vote on who you think has the best desk setup. As always, I'll announce the winners on Sunday on my social media accounts. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, if you enjoy Setup Wars, make sure to